Well, we're back on the Genius Files. The Genius Files are a program that I want to purposely and unconscious talk about your genius. And part of your genius is figuring out who you are, where you want to go. And I think part and parcel to that program, frankly, is discovering or creating your purpose, your mission, and your vision. And I liken them to who you are, where you are, and where you want to go. Of the three, I think vision is the most important, because if you know where you're going over here, but you're over here, you may not know exactly what you need to do long term, but you need to know just the first step or the second step. I was at a training session last night with some clients of mine, and we talked about the purpose, vision. And one of the examples I was thinking about as we were talking about purpose, mission, vision was a 1971 or 1961 declaration by President John Kennedy at his inauguration about wanting to go to the moon by the end of the decade. 1961, we didn't know everything we needed to know to get to the moon, but we needed to get to the moon. So the good news is he had the destination, the vision in mind. And here we are right now figuring out who we are, where we are. Let's figure out a way to get to the moon. Having a great vision is an incredibly important part of your life. It's an incredibly important part of your business. So what is your vision? And how are you going to get there? And that's where purpose and mission come into play. So one of the things that I was doing was thinking about great vision concepts. Disney stands out as the happiest place on earth. We know that that's Walt Disney's vision for Disneyland, and then ultimately for Disney World and Epcot. And one of the participants last night was, in fact, my daughter. She was telling me about an organization that she was with that came up with a vision for the organization. It was a healthcare speech therapy place. And that vision was to bring out the courage in others. Incredibly short and incredibly powerful. You don't need a lot of words to be powerful. In fact, in some sense, the fewer words, the better, because you can spit it out right away. You can have that vision of yours roll off your tongue, and you can know, number one, where you want to go. Number two, you can tell others right away where you want to go. If you have a vision, you can get there. You may not know how yet, and you can do it. So I'll just share with you too. One of the things that she shared with me. I have a 4 or 5 line vision statement, and she came up with me. She said, "Dad, this is what you do. You inspire and support others to be able to go spread their fairy dust." I thought that was kind of cool. Inspiring others and supporting others as they go about spreading their fairy dust. That's about pushing, pulling, inspiring, and supporting others as they go about doing their thing. And so it's about who you are and where you are and where you want to go. And where I want to go is to be able to inspire and support others to be able to spread their fairy dust, their message, their energy, their focus. That's what the genius is all about. That's what your genius is all about. figuring out who you are, and where you want to go. What kind of fairy dust do you want to spread, and where do you want to spread it? I can help that. So I appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you for listening to me kind of go off on a little rabbit trail. I think it's an incredibly important rabbit trail because if you have the right vision, you can get there. You may not know how to get there long term, but you do need to just realize that you know the next step. And that's all you need to know right now because it's just one step at a time. It's a long journey, and yet it's exciting. And I'm there to support you. If you'd like to know more, please let me know. My website is youbeyourownboss.com, ubyob.com, uyouByob.com. We can talk about who you are, where you are, and where you want to go. It's a life journey. Well, let's get going. Thanks a lot for being here today. Thank you for feedback. If you got any feedback for me, I'd be happy to hear it. If you'd like to give me a call, please do. If you'd like to email me, please do. The best phone number for me is 505-252-1224. You go out and make it a great day and happy journey that you're on. I hope to help, and I'll be there to support you, encourage you, inspire you. God bless you. Have a great day. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.